It's Sexy Chi TV, Rion Kadi, your host. Celebrity readings. Here we're going to look at Neymar in Balada in this live performance, the Che 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 song. Oh my goodness, there's so much to say about Neymar. Where do we even begin? This is, think of like the future of music video experience. It's not just a personal experience, but it's you actually being able to resonate in a higher experience like a star with stars as their equal. So there's all kinds of crazy stuff with media. We're about becoming more conscious. Here with celebrity readings, looking at Neymar in this video, and he has such an evolved self-acceptance. It's insane. As you know, he's national hero, world famous soccer player. And it's always impressed me, his charisma, his presence. So we're going to look at him again with the celebrity readings. But for this video is particularly interesting because it's just this state of bliss that it's such a high experience that it's having massive influence without him even having to do much at all. It's just from his presence. Because this level of happiness and the heart awakened, heart connected, like emotional bliss, which is very different than Gusttavo Lima's energy readout, it's able to take people, because he's beyond the personal self, it's able to take them into that state of consciousness themselves, just from his presence. So what I'm noticing here is very like divine self-acceptance. He's able to let go of his personal self to really be in resonance with and for the people at a higher frequency. So it's like he's actually embodying the spirit of that song. So he's really like in this universal flow with it, and there's such light energy that he's embodying here. And usually like his root chakra is very grounded. So what I would say to him is, bom dia, tudo bem? This performance is just amazing. What's happening here is it really does matter that you're able to join the people in this experience because it's having even more impact. And I love how happy you are, like you really embody just a divine, selfless, metaphysical happiness. Your heart is open, and you just have this great light energy here. And we've seen it where you're more focused, and you can get very focused and draw from that masculine power to focus. But here's just more of like this flowing essence of light. So biologically, of course, you're the masculine, but here it's like you've just submitted your ego into a higher experience, which is phenomenal. And it really is with and for the people. And like you really embody that, and that power is able to take them into a greater experience, which is very different than Gusttavo Lima's energy readout, which is a little more, well, a lot more personal here. Like his aura is more closed off up here, the personal power. He has a heart connection here, but it's more of like a personal experience that he's going through and processing while being disconnected with the people. But you are the people. Like, people could actually meditate and alchemize with your presence here and enter states of divine bliss themselves. And people don't realize that stars actually have this power. And as we become more conscious of your presence here, we realize that's not just like Eastern spiritual teachers, but that there is non-conscious influence going on from your presence, like right here in one freeze frame. It's actually able to take not just their chakras, but their experience into resonance with it. And that's insane. So it's amazing and beautiful how dynamic you are to let go of standards or role models of what masculinity is, just to be in a more free-flowing essence under his leadership, yet in many ways even more powerful, because you're just heart and love and light right here. And you do have the sexual power as well. And you are very grounded. But it's beautiful how dynamic your presence is, because you can focus in, yet you can also let go. And this says, like, you really are for the people. Here you're in a bit more grounded masculine, so it's just beautiful, like your dynamic ability to change your energy in an impersonal way. And that has a lot of power and influence. Okay, so to wrap this up, we can compare it to Gusttavo Lima, very different energy readout. Very impressive, like you really are a star and celebrity. And some people are questioning why you're here and so forth, and don't ever doubt that. Your presence is speaking far more than people can even consciously process. But here with Sexy Chi TV, we're starting to become more consciously aware of. Now, what I would work on is, this is like one of my go-to examples of just, I mean, super awesomeness. I mean, the secret to, like, you're a perfect example of like super high status people is their like divine ultra levels of self-acceptance. Like nothing can actually take you down, because you're just accepting and loving of everything, but you don't have like borders and barriers. That makes you incredibly popular, and the people love it because you're just open. And so what I would say is to work on is, you're probably non-consciously competent with all of this because you're already a star, you're living your path and purpose. But to get into a conscious practice of meditation, of sexual alchemy, and working with your energy consciously to further cultivate and develop it. And that's going to take things into entirely new, ridiculous levels. And if you could do that because you're already a star and icon, it's going to inspire and raise the consciousness of Brazil when they start seeing if you would be doing things like that, if it resonates with you, and when you're ready to get into certain conscious practices and working with energy consciously, because you already have this just insanely divine love and light that just drives women and people crazy. And it's such a beautiful, awesome thing, transcendent. So consider that, and that's what I have for you listening here on Sexy Chi TV. Neymar's awesome. View things in a different way like this. Start picking up insights as we go into these energy readings with different, including international celebrities and stars. And check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel. It's Rion Kadi, your host with Sexy Chi TV.